Hello everyone, it's Danny from Danny with a Planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. I am here today with a haul. I was in and out of being home over the summer, and because we did a lot of traveling for my family, with my family, and so I have quite a bit of haul mail from July and August. We have quite a bit here. This is actually all of it. There was some that I pre-recorded, at least the haul bits, so that I could use those stickers. And that was from Sadie Stickers and Paper Trail Plans. But right here we have Dash of Sun, Hello Petite Paper, Graceful Muse Paperie, the Pretty Pinko, and the Giving Girl. I am so glad that you have come to see me. I do mostly hauls on this channel. I also do some like plan with me's. I work in a bullet journal, daily journal, and sometimes I'm doing memory planning in an A5 wide. So you can look at some of those videos if you're new here, and if you are returning, thank you for returning. And grab some snacks and sit back and enjoy, because this is probably going to be a long one. This shop is Sadie Stickers. I put in 2 orders for Sadie Stickers. This is my shop freebie. And then I also put in Shanice's for her freebie. So I love the cohesiveness of this freebie, and I am currently working on a spread in my daily journal that I think this would go really well with. So I am going to put that aside to make sure that I use that. Alicia also threw in some of these, which are really cute. Screaming is self-care. These are sardines. Posture check, which is accurate. And then certified silly goose on the loose with a little wine glass, and then certified clown. So those are items that she has in her shop. She's been doing a lot of journaling, collectic journaling items in the shop too as well. So I have a couple of her minis and her mini collections, and then a few other deco collections, as well as some other items in the back. So I will start with the mini items. Let me get my card, because they're all on transparent mat, or not transparent, sorry, washi paper. Okay, so fall is coming, obviously. This is her Sienna collection, and I loved that little candle in there and the lights in the background. And most of these are like 5 pages, 6 or 5 pages, I can't remember exactly. I feel like a lot of shops are starting to do this. I was seeing if it was cut out in the middle. It is not, it is a full, but you could cut it out if you wanted. Like the ephemera, those could be for any collection, I feel like. Not any, but a lot of different ones. This is her, I'm doing it backwards. So it is 6 pages, sorry. I just realized that is page 6, 5, 4, 3. I love the swing, that looks so cozy. Those tags there. Here is the first page, another swing, and more lanterns in a alleyway. I was gonna say hallway, but I was like, it's outside. Okay, so that is Sienna, and let's do it. So here's the first page. Did I not get this? Oh, interesting. Oh, and here's the second page, because I was like, where is the second page? Oh, I love that. The lace and the tree. That's really cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. these are just kind of a nice way to get a couple of days in my daily done. So I like having these on hand just to make sure that I have enough to kind of fill out some spots if there's like an uneven number for my daily journal. What I mean by that is like if I have a bigger collection that I've purchased and maybe there's another bigger collection that I want to use for the following week, but I have 2 or 3 days of space between, these are great for filling those spaces. So, all right, this is Americana. I am planning on using this in July. I don't want to say obviously, but obviously, for like the 4th of July and whatnot. Here's page 2. And this is such a great name because it's not just like 4th of July stuff, it's kind of classic, like retro America with obviously some modern. But this, I loved this one when I saw the roller skates. It's super fun. And then this, I love the gingham. Also, I thought if I have extra, I can put this in with my bullet journal collection, which is kind of also red, white, and blue theme for July. So I thought this could fill in some like little deco elements for that. It is like more of like a backyard theme, and there's a tone of yellow. I'm using a Dash of Sun collection. So anyways, but there is red and blue in there, so I thought like whatever I don't use here, I can also supplement with that. Okay, and then Riviera is the other one that I picked up to kind of go with July, and then also thinking extra deco elements for that collection as well, the Dash of Sun. Like that in particular could be used for any 4th of July or summer. Doesn't necessarily have to specifically go with this. And that girl got the red, white, and blue. Cute little hat and a scene there. Here's some florals, and it's definitely a darker red that she used in there, but like these are like a lighter red, brighter maybe is a better term. I do find it's hard to match reds for a lot of things, so I don't mind mixing them. It doesn't bother me as much as it could, just because it can be tricky. That's fun. And that does seem like it's cut out in the middle too. There you go. So you can put a scene behind it or use it for layering. And then this is a doily, half doily here. It's very, like it's a cream color, so it's a little harder to see. But yeah, so you could put that behind like she did there for you. Okay, so that is the Riviera collection. And then like more, I'm thinking for August, this is Casablanca. The colors in this one are kind of different, jewel toned for summer, which I thought was different and liked that. That's also another fun thing about these mini collections is that you can get a little taste of like maybe in her mind, Alicia's mind, or a lot of these shop owners are doing mini collections. They have like a theme that they want to do, but they don't necessarily have enough clip art or enough not ideas, but like enough to create a whole collection. So they can do these mini collections, which are really fun. And it's nice for us too, because we also get the opportunity to throw in a little theme here and there that maybe interests us. So I love the Moroccan theme and those lanterns. The camel is fun. The other fun thing about these is that you get to add in your own foil. I love the tiles in this. This is really pretty. I'm very excited to kind of experiment with this. And I'm thinking rose gold for that too. Just to kind of go off the jewel tones. I think it'll pop a little bit more. But that was Casablanca. And then this one is Tangerine, which kind of gives like middle America vibes to me, like Costa Rica or one of those. Oh, this one says, oh, I think that's like San Francisco. But yeah, this one says Miami. So oranges might be fun to obviously play off of this one. Tangerines. That's a cute outfit. And then this like picture of oranges in Mexico City. And then the last page is this one. So those are the mini collections that I got. So I got 5 mini collections, and most of them are trying to finish out my summer. And then I got one of the fall just to have. And then here are 2, I think there's 2 here, yeah. Collections, like decorative collections that I got to do larger themes in my daily journal. I'll start with the night. I really thought these colors were really pretty again for summer, going off of different vibes of color schemes and stuff that we don't always necessarily see. And who doesn't like a fun night kit? I feel like we've all really loved night kits. Sorry, I wanted to go back to this, but I really love adding these vines in. So this is her floral page, page 2, bouquets. She has silver added into this one. Here is deco, or elements, sorry, they're like deco elements. The moon. I like this here. Oh, and look at that scene there. That's fun. Okay, and then this is edges. So you get 3 like vertical or horizontal edges and then 2 corners. She did throw in some individual pieces in the middle, but this page is foiled with some of the lanterns and Polaroids. It says shine like the stars. This is always one of my favorite pages. This is layered. See the foiling in the water with the fireworks and lanterns. And you can kind of see there's a little chair that's foiled there, more lanterns and like a park setting. Same down here. Also says shine like the stars. That one's pretty. Polaroid, and then the sun setting. Here is the paper strips. And these are borders, so it's kind of a little bit like the edges, but these two are longer, and then she has put in like divider sizes there. And these are the scenes. So she has 2 big scenes. There's that park scene. She used this in the is the scene down here, bigger, and then this scene and that scene. So if you wanted to, you could kind of use her ideas for layering for foil, and I could put, like, there she has this in her shop, and I could put that over there to kind of give it my own foiling if I wanted. I want to put it back in the right order. Okay, and then this will go on top. And then last page I didn't get the whole collection. I find myself not using the like elements page, or not elements page, excuse me, like the days and dates. And there was another page that I didn't include because I don't always find myself, oh, the swatches page. So I don't always find myself using that, so I decided not to get it. And all of these also come in, not the mini collections, but all of the bigger like decorative collections also come in a weekly set. So if you're wanting to pick that up as well, you can. Okay, so that was Night. And then this one, I love the colors in this one. This one is Villa. If you can tell, like, a lot of times I'm picking up stuff because I love the color scheme. All right, so those, and the florals in this one are really, I don't know, just elegant, beautiful. Here is the bouquet page. And this one, I feel like we're getting more variety in the florals and the bouquets, which I appreciate. And then this page, look at this page, isn't it so, like, that is so cool. I don't know, I just really like this page, and she threw in some like little brush strokes. Lots of fun, different kinds of elements on this one. And then we have edges, some palm trees, so that you got in those two corners again, and then 3 kind of vertical or horizontal edges, and then the individual pieces. Here is the paper strips. Borders. And seams. All right, that was Villa. And then last up, I got some, oh, sorry, the one more from Villa. I was like, I was wondering where this page was. Oh, look at that. I love that so much. Super pretty. I'm thinking I have a collection from the Pretty Pink Co. that I was going to do a combo. It's either, I forget which one. I think it was either this one, or maybe there's one both. But you'll probably see it in this collection soon, or in this haul. And I'll let you know then. And then lastly, I picked up a few sheets to go with some other collections that I already have. So there are some animal prints here that I thought would go really well with Wild from Paper Trail Plans. So I have a zebra. This is on washi paper, so torn washi paper, where you can pull it up and kind of tear it any way that you want, or you can make like a border. There's lots of different applications for these. There's the zebra. This one is the giraffe. She had different color, I don't want to say colors, but kind of different tones. So this was giraffe 2. This one was zebra 1. So if you have a collection that you're thinking of and you're like, oh, this isn't exactly the tone of the collection that I'm thinking of in my head, check her out, because she had different kinds of versions. And then this one is the leopard print 2. And this is cheetah 2. And cheetah 1. So see, this is kind of a good example of, I got both. So here's cheetah 1 and cheetah 2. So they're both cheetah prints, but definitely different kind of vibes that you're getting. So it depends on maybe the collection that you're looking for and what you want to pull in. I wasn't exactly sure, so I got both. And then in the wild collection, there are, like, cheetahs were played up quite a bit, so that's why I thought I'd get both. So those are the ones that I got to pull in for that collection. And then this last one I wanted to pull in for that Dash of Sun collection. There is this gingham pattern that I thought this might go really well with, so that's why I picked it up, just to have it on hand. And I got this on, this is on transparent matte. This is the only thing I think I got on transparent matte. Everything else is on washi paper. Okay, so that is what I got from Alicia from Sadie Stickers. She has so many amazing items in her shop. Besides like these things, she has lots of washi paper or washi rolls and like different kinds of stickers, like the vellum stickers that I showed you at the beginning. And then there's also pens and highlighters, all kinds of different items in her shop. So definitely check her out, and you can use Danny20 to save 20% off, and you can ask for anybody's freebie on the PR team, but this is my freebie if you are interested. This is Paper Trail Plans. I do PR for the shop as well. They have a new PR team, and we did like a collab for the PR team. And they had their anniversary sale, so this is from their anniversary sale. So there was tiered freebies. This was, so that is all part of this, and it'll be all explained once I go through this. But this is the all orders freebie. This is our 4th anniversary, and this is in rose gold on washi paper. They did it based off of your orders. So if most of your orders were washi paper, they gave you washi paper freebies. If your orders were mostly in premium matte, then they gave you premium matte. And then this was the email freebie. You need to sign up for their emails, and as you read through, you'll find the question that you will answer when they have their release that weekend. If you put that in the notes of the seller, as well as whoever's freebie you want, then you can get the email freebie, and usually it pertains to something in the collection. And this time was the email freebie went with the shop freebies. So this one was, I forget what the anniversary question was, but yeah, usually it's something that you just answer, and you get that question if you are signed up for their emails. This was the $50 orders. This was the $100. I love it when shops kind of do freebies that are cohesive and you can kind of do your own collection or like a spread with it. This was the $200 freebie. Love this. And then this was the collective PR team freebie. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought there was 10 girls on the team, and we all picked out something that we liked that usually happens in the shop. So this is Megan, and she liked the film strips, so she asked for something to do with the film strip. And then Laura asked for the Polaroids. I know that Kat liked the moon and butterfly, so she knew that she wanted that. I wanted a swing, and then I also like their lantern, so I asked for that. Cass liked individual people and liked the like fairy dust. So everybody kind of got something that they asked for. Christy asked for florals. She really loves florals. I really just am impressed with how well all of this came together. So it's really, really pretty and foiled. It was fun and it came together really fast. Sometimes I've been on teams like where we're doing collaborative one and it's just like it takes everybody a bit, and Jess did a really nice job of getting everybody's ideas on paper and sending it to us. So really fun. And the amazing thing is that this is actually now in the shop. You can buy it if you would like. There were so many people asking, I think, for it to come back. So if you are interested, you can actually purchase these in the shop or get extras if you wanted extras. So if you're interested in that, you can go get that. So they did 2 collections for their anniversary, and they are calling them capsule collections. And I picked up one, the soiree one. The other one is a very different vibe. It definitely goes along kind of more with a, like, I don't even know how to explain that vibe, but it's a different vibe, and I liked how their take on it. It just was not something that I felt like would go in my daily journal or something that I felt like would flow. I also didn't know when to use it, I guess, as the other thing. So this one, I'm thinking of like birthday or anniversary type situation, and I think that was the intention of this as well. So this one's soiree. And I love the Polaroid with the champagne and cupcake. And this is a new kind of alcohol ink, which is really pretty. So I also think that I'll pair this one with gold. They did not foil these. So you get to choose your foil color. I loved these lanterns, and this dress is gorgeous. The lights on that. And the other nice thing is that these are opposites. So no matter which side you're wanting, you have an option. And this one would be fun to put something foiled on top, I think. So if you're wanting to do like happy anniversary or July, whatever month you want to put on there. I'm loving all of those garlands. Super pretty. Sorry, it's my chair. Balloons. Always fun to play with, like in layering, I think. I love these garlands so much. I told Jess, I was like, I want like just full sheets of these, or even these. More of the lanterns. This would also be a really fun like wedding if you go to a wedding. So here, they have this in the soiree in any kind of foil. The 4 foils. So if you want to go back, or 3 foils, if you want to go back and purchase this in any foil color you can to go with any kind of celebration collection that you want. And then here is the alcohol inks. I like that they did blue for this one to kind of change up the color. Here is the color wash. It's all washi paper. It goes straight up to the edges, which I think is a nice addition. So you can use it, not the full length because it doesn't exactly go the full length, but pretty close, at least in my bullet journal. They did these fairy lights, which would go well with the collection as well, with the pinks and stuff. This is ribbons. So I like that there's 2 colors, more of like a warmer pink and then a like cooler pink or a brighter pink. All kinds of different. So this one is kind of a full frame that goes all the way around. And then this, I took a little piece off so you could see when I filmed this for Instagram, but you can see behind it so that they even cut out in the middle there. Like, so you can layer it on top of something and it'd be, you could see it through. I thought that was a really nice detail to their cutting. It makes it much, in my opinion, makes it a lot more fun to layer. All right, and then they did not have florals that went with this, but this florals from the Coquette collection went really well with it, so I picked those up. And the nice thing is that you can just select the florals from a collection and purchase them instead of like the whole collection. So here is the like bouquet. These are the edges or corners, excuse me. And then this is the edges. And the borders. I did get this Coquette collection, so I have a few laying around of these as well. So I'll pull those in when I use the soiree. All right, so all those items went with the soiree collection. So this was a separate purchase. It's not within the collection. It's its own, I think it's in their journaling section along with the bouquet or the ribbons, excuse me. I was thinking bows. So those are in the journaling section along with a lot of these other things that I'm talking about. And then this one is in the Coquette collection, the florals that I picked up. But everything that I have shown you so far was in the soiree section, or if you typed in soiree, it would come up in that. There's those ribbons in this collection. Okay, then these things here are in their journaling section. So I wanted to show you those. All right, so here are kites, patchwork kites. I just thought they were kind of fun and might go well with some like random journaling that I might try to do in all my free time. Here is lanterns, different colors and vibes can go. Some of these will go really well with the soiree collection, and then others I'm thinking might go well with some other collections. I have hauled the Sadie stickers already, but she had a sorry, I'm just trying to find it. Moroccan or Casablanca kind of theme, and I thought this would also, some of these would go well with this collection in the darker tones. So I think that one would go really well. So I'm probably gonna pull some of those into that when I do that one. Then there is the hot air balloons, and I feel like hot air balloons are so hot right now. I've loved adding these into scenes. So we have clouds, foiled clouds, so layering those on top. We also have foiled hot air balloons in the community, and then their different sizing allows you to kind of put that in the background. The smaller ones go in the background so you can create depth. So I really love the different sizing that they've put in here in different colors so you can match it with different kinds of collections. This one was just kind of a vintage ephemera, so different kinds. Not exactly sure what I was going to use, but I thought it might be nice to have on hand to kind of add to some different kind of collections. So it's just kind of a mix of different items. And then this one is pastel pumpkins coming into the fall season. Thought it might be nice to have some extra pumpkins on hand to add to whatever spread I'm doing. This is grid paper. I like that they have some that have the blue lines and then the red and then some without, so that you can kind of pick and choose. Also, if like you wanted this shape, you could cut off the red there and use it that way, or tear it off since it's on washi paper. Well, this one's on washi paper if you get washi paper. And then lastly, I from like the journaling section, I got the labels. I decided to get this on premium matte, and this is their new premium matte paper, and this is the second release that they've had with it. The first one I think was Wild, that they did the premium matte, and they have a clear backing now. So I find that that's really interesting in my opinion, and it's like very buttery smooth, this new premium matte paper. So I chose to get it on premium matte because I wanted, if I'm using it in my bullet journal and I might want to write on here in a pen, that is easier to do on this paper, premium matte, than it is on washi paper. So I wanted to have that option to be able to write on it. Okay, and then the last things that I got, I've been using a lot more quotes and things in my journals, so I wanted to get their affirmations. This has been in the shop for a while, so I decided to finally pick it up, but there's all kinds of great quotes in here to kind of add in different sizing, as well as like kind of smaller, medium, and large down here. So just thought I'd pick that up just to have on hand. And I got it in their traditional gold, rose gold, and silver. All right, that is my order from Paper Trail Plans. Again, you can use Danny15 to save 15% off on anything that you see here or anything in the shop. The new PR team just released their new freebies, so you can put a name in the notes to the seller to get freebies. And then also on new releases, they've started something new. They tried it out this past weekend with their new collection that they just had, which was Cottage Core, and they're doing it where they have a sales percentage, so it's like 10 or 15 depending upon if it was a happy hour or not, or power hour. And they then did, like, you put in a PR Teams code, so if you put in Danny15, then you could get 25 to 20% off, or 30 to 25% off. I forget exactly the ratio, but just being able to stack, that helps the PR team out too, so that we know how we're affecting the sales and contributing to that shop. So if you are interested, know that that is their new system that they're doing as of right now. If it changes, follow me on Instagram so you can keep up with that information as well. So if you have any questions about it, because I know I'm probably not doing a great job explaining, but I would love to explain it more if you have more questions in like text or something. So you can ask that below. And yep, that is Paper Trail Plans, and you can use Danny15 to save 15% off. This is Hello Petite Paper. I have 2 orders from her, and actually like a third that I will be saving for the September haul. But yes, I love Vanessa and her shop. She does a lot of her own drawing and design, so adds a bit of like uniqueness to her collections. And I think I'm gonna go over this one first because it did come in first, and then I'll go over this one. This is the Journey collection from her, and it was kind of like a Western, I don't want to say like Western, that's not exactly, it's like a camping, I say Western just because it has like the desert, like the, oh gosh, what are those called? I'm blanking on what they're called, but they're called something, Mesa, maybe? Anyways, yeah, and we went down south to Utah, Arizona area, mostly Utah, and saw Zion and Monument Valley down there, and the Horseshoe Bend. So I wanted to pick this up to kind of like represent that. So anyways, here is her. I find it super cute. Like, she used to have these really big journaling cards, like regular size journaling cards, but now she's gone down to these little cute ones, and it's adorable. I think they're precious. It also fits like the name Petite. Anyways, I think it's very, very cute. Here is her freebie. Like, she usually includes all different kinds of freebies, but this one is doodles. She has lots of doodles in her shop, so if you're looking for some, check her out. This is on, so a couple things are on transparent matte, and then a couple things are on washi paper. I'll try to be good about mentioning which ones are on which. This one is on transparent transparent matte, and then this is also the Hobonichi Cousins Kit collection. A lot of times I'll pick this up for a couple different reasons. I was thinking that sorry, let me backtrack. I plan on putting this in my daily journal, and usually you don't use these in the daily journal, or at least I don't. I should preface that. However, I was thinking it might be fun to layer, and let me see. Let me use this as my little template. Okay, so if this little sheet is the backing of washi paper, and I say that knowing that there's also washi paper, or sorry, premium matte that comes on clear back now, and there is some transparent matte that comes on it. This one is probably not the best one. This one's kind of a different one, but so I just collect some of them, and if they start to get bad like this one, I need to toss this one. This one I cut on, so it's pretty torn up, so I am gonna toss that one. But anyways, I love to use these because it's very helpful. I've gotten a lot of asks. I've put some reels up recently on Instagram of me doing some things, and people have been asking a bunch, and I got that idea from Jess of Luscious Plans. I love her. She's so creative. If you're not following her, please do. She also has videos up on YouTube. But anyways, so I was thinking of putting these like behind. Oh, I should have done a green because that's going to be not showing up so well. Let me do the green one, or the dark pink one. Let me try the green one. But I was thinking I could put this kind of behind as like a layering element, and I'm going to use a washi paper item up next. Hold on. Let's do this one. I'm thinking that you could kind of angle it so that it's just like another way to, let me do it this way, another way to layer. So that was kind of my thoughts. And, or you could cut out the middle and like have some foil flow through it, very nice, or a floral bunch flow through it. So that was what I was kind of thinking when I picked that up to put in my daily journal. Okay, sorry, I went off screen to like put those back. It's like, you guys do not need to see me struggle through that. This is just like one strip here. Well, two strips, sorry. And then these are little strips here that go the whole length. So these are just adding like different items, I suppose. Little squares. So just thought it might be nice to have. She doesn't offer those in washi, or it wasn't being offered. I don't know. I would have picked it up in washi paper if it was offered in washi paper, but I also see, I guess maybe that why it's not. This is one sheet. Oh, sorry, several sheets. And I think these are little tiny. Sorry. Oh, wait, no. They're 2 sheets. Sorry. These are 2 sheets. I mean strips. These are 2 strips there, and then different kind of elements all throughout there. These are scalloped edges that are like mini divider size. I don't even know. Can you see that? Mini divider sizes. The like tan really blended into my skin there. So not sure if you guys were able to see that at first. Okay, and then these are some of my favorites, and it's going to be really interesting now that I have it on transparent matte. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it on transparent matte. So, love these cactuses, cacti. So, very kind of excited to have this on transparent matte. I've never had gotten one of her Hobonichis on transparent mat, so I'm kind of excited to play with it. All right, this is now on washi paper, and this is her journaling collection. So this is a sampler deco, and you're getting all kinds of fun like scripts and postcard element types things in here, stamp, little images. So lots of fun different elements in that one. Here is the floral deco sheet. And it's smaller than like that size. So I feel like this is called like a third sheet size. And then I don't know if this would be a quarter because it seems smaller than like I'm not sure what size this is. Because it's not a quarter sheet because it's taller than a quarter sheet. So I don't know what to tell you. But so you're getting all those florals on something larger than a quarter sheet. Here is the floral trims. So this, she has 2 florals here and then 8 dividers. This is also on washi paper, and I thought this was really cool because it's like the mountains here and it looks like clouds, and then this is kind of its own almost washi paper wash of color. So I don't know, I thought it was really kind of fun and unique, so I wanted to pick that up. And then this is her second sidebar that has more of her doilies that she uses, but in like a pattern. So I thought that would be another fun thing to tear up and create my own shapes with. And then here is a full sheet of her washi paper, which has like the different florals and some music notes behind. So she's done some layering there of her own. This is journaling kit page 1. Her foil or frame, not foiled, her film strips usually are cut out in the middle. So I was just looking to see, but yes, that's cut out in the middle, making it super fun to layer and play with. And then also she usually cuts out this too, which I can see the cut line. So this is cut out and you have a frame there as well. Vanessa's usually always thinking about those like little details of cutting out, so I appreciate that. That's a fun angle on adventure, so you could pair it up with the fire very nicely or some other kind of element in here. And then journaling kit 2, there's her doilies that I love so much. I love this one too, like with the map in the background. Lots of fun elements in this. And then here are the large florals. And that's the collection that I got from her for Journey. This one's still in the shop if you are interested in getting that. And I do PR with her as well, but it's more of just like, I don't have a freebie. However, I need to contact her actually to set up a freebie. That is on me. She has generously offered, because I guess a lot of people are putting my name trying to get my freebie, which I didn't have. So we will work on getting a freebie out, but you can use Danny10 to save 10% off. I'm not sure why I did like an outro on the last one, because I still have this one as well. So here's another of her little mini journaling cards. And this is the freebie that I got from this Happy Mail and the other one too. Okay, so this was a Petite Tuesday, if I am not mistaken, which I really enjoy her Petite Tuesdays because it's a lot of like different kind of deco that I feel like can go with lots of different kinds of collections, or just add to whatever you're doing. So this one, she has different colors now available, but this was the first one, so it's black, and I don't even know what to call this sheet, like numbers, because it's all like that one says Office, Broadway, so So it's different kinds of numbers and stuff. So I think it's kind of fun. So I thought I'd pick it up. It's a nice variation of like our journaling sheets. This one is butterflies. And she had lots of little sheets previously that I have gotten and have added to so many different sheets. Just as like little deco and little things to add. So I was like, yay, a whole big sheet. So that made it like nice for me. And then there's also, and like the colors. And then this one is, I feel like more moths. However, like the coloring, blues, purples over here, more neutral tones and yellows over here. So that makes it easier to pair with all kinds of different collections. Here is some words of affirmation. I've been pulling these kinds of things in more to my daily journal, so I wanted to get some more in different colors. Like I don't have a lot of the yellow and green. I have lots that are like browns. Okay, so this is, she had like kind of a different colorway this time around. I don't mean different colorway, but she had a colorway that went this time, and it was like a green. This doesn't really show up as green, but green, pink, blue, and purple. And this was kind of the journaling elements sheet. This is on transparent mat. These three were on washi paper. And then this one was on transparent mat, in case I didn't say that earlier. To pick these up on transparent mat, just so that I can rub it in a little bit more. A lot of times I will use a bone tool. That's my chair. Like this, to rub in transparent mat so that it creates more saturation on the page. I learned that trick from Jess of Luscious Plans many years ago. She used the back of her tweezer. I'm sure you could hear that. That was my son. I used the back of my tweezer, but then I noticed that like it was kind of rubbing off, like the metal was rubbing off on the sheet, so I stopped doing that and saw somebody, I can't remember now. If I remember, I will put it up on the screen. But yeah, I watched somebody else use a bone tool, and then I picked them up, and that's what I've been using ever since. So, and these are tools very handy for craft users. So, not just for applying a transparent mat. So anyways, I'm gonna show you them one at a time. This looks a little bit more like a brown green, but brown black, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be green. But I'm fine either way because like brown and black work well. So just a lot of stamp elements here. I really do like these wavy lines. This is all one sheet piece. This is all one piece. These are all individual. So you can add as many as you want to that. And I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. And then these down here, that's all one piece. So these are fun to kind of add. It's cut out in the middle of those. So just letting you know, and that one's cut out in the middle, just that middle part. So it's like a donut. All right, and then here is the pink one. The blue. And the purple. Okay, then next up, she did doilies, and I've been asking for her to put doilies, like large sheets of doilies. She's been having like it's like not a $2 Tuesday sheet. It was a little bit bigger than a $2 Tuesday sheet of doilies, and so now she has like big, huge sheets, and I love it because one, they're bigger, and then two, I get more on a page. So she had two different sizes that she was offering, like the large and then the like medium to small. But these were kind of the sizing that she was using before on the page. So again, I'm happy that she brought them in big and medium and on a longer sheet. So this is the blue version. Just obsessed, so obsessed with these sheets. So obsessed that I got them in transparent matte, and I also got them in washi paper because I just love her doilies. They're like super pretty. So here are the washi paper ones. And then in green, this is transparent matte first. See, this is why I think the journaling sheet was supposed to be, and like stamps sheet was supposed to be green, because this was part of like that release, was like the colorway of green. Green, pink, purple, and blue is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then the washi paper. Here's purple in transparent matte. On washi paper. And pink on transparent matte. And lastly, on washi paper. So glad that she has now put these on the larger piece of paper. Normally she will do a re-release of $2 Tuesday items. And so if she does, then you can look to see if she has them available. Otherwise, I can't remember if she keeps like $2 Tuesday stuff up in the shop. I don't think she does. I think you have to wait until she re-releases $2 Tuesday stuff in order to pick it up. So, but that's good for you in that you are getting it on sale. So if you are picking out anything up in the shop from her, you can put Danny 10 in to save 10%. This is the Giving Girl, and I really adore her checklists that she has. Usually there's a seasonal one, but she's also been doing some other ones. Like if you're a pet lover, she has a pet version of like a dog one, and then she did a cat one. I just really love her checklists. They're really fun. So, and it's like a different style than what I normally pick up, the artwork, the clip art. So this is the summer version of the seasonal one. And I am part of her Facebook freebie. So you get, which one? This one's a Facebook freebie. So make sure you're signed up for the Facebook group, and you can get an extra freebie a lot of the times. And then also this is the all orders freebie, which I love that she's doing things that are also checklist items. So this one's watching fireworks, and then this one is making popsicles. So that's really fun and like related to whatever it is that you're picking up. So I like that she does that. This is all on washi paper. That's what she offers. Like there's no other. Sorry, I just hit the camera and then knocked all of the stickers out of order. So the summer bucket list has different items that you can pick up. Sometimes I don't always pick up all the items. In this case, I started this in July. Like I ordered this in July, and so I kind of knew some of the things that we had already done or were planning. So I kind of tailored it to some more of what I was doing. So this one is summer bucket list, visit a local fair. So we had gone to a fair and had like the Ferris wheel, and it wasn't a fair, it was actually an amusement park, but I'm going to use this for the amusement park. And we'll just call it a fair and we'll know what it is. This next one is staying up late. There was lots of that this summer with the boys and like camping. We stayed up late doing that and having fun and watching some things. So that was fun. I know these are like girls and whatnot, but it still can represent what we did. We did not stay up till 3 a.m. Not with a 3-year-old. And then this one is game night. Again, playing lots of games with family members and the kids and stuff. So another fun, and there's different kinds of elements too. One thing that I also really enjoy that she does is that these little like elements, in this case it's stars. In her winter one it was snowflakes. I can't remember what it was for the spring one. I want to say it was these stars as well, but these are like tiny and you can sprinkle them throughout, so that makes it really, really cool. Now, not all of the like little items are cut out, so like those aren't cut out, but I think there is a circle, maybe not the circles, but any of the stars that you see are cut out. And then these are like that mint color off of her dress. That'll be fun too, to like kind of mix and match, because some of the colorways on here are that mint. So anyways, just mentioning that because I think that's fun too to have and to like sprinkle and keep it cohesive. Oh, here is like pink stars on this one. But visiting an aquarium. We did it a little in the like springtime, but I'm gonna count it towards this one. It was like technically like late April, early May when we did it. So, and then this one is go on road trip, which we did for sure. Here is going to get ice cream. I love ice cream so much, so this is really an any time of year activity for me. But I love this awning. I thought that was really like a cute touch. Going swimming. Holden, my youngest, was really like figuring out how to swim this year, so that was fun. There are a lot of indoor pools in the area that we have around us, so we can continue working with him on that. This one is going to a concert. Now, this one might be one that we didn't, I was hoping we could check that off the list. We didn't get to, so I might not, I mean, I still can put it on there. Just because you have a bucket list doesn't mean you check off all the items, right? And then this one was a visit a state park. We did many state parks. We went to several state parks over the summer, so this one is for sure checked off. But cute little signs, a field guide, the tadpoles in the water, butterflies, all the fun things. And then catching fireflies. They are mostly on the East Coast, so just FYI, I didn't know that until we moved out into the West Coast, that this was only an East Coast thing. Don't know if they're in California. But yeah, so just if you move out from the East Coast to the West Coast, or from the West Coast to the East Coast, know that fireflies may be involved or not. And then this one was go to the zoo, which we tend to do frequently, so I love the gate entrance. It's really pretty. And then I love otters. They're so cute. And then lastly, I picked up this terrible weave, it's washi, but it's considered the weave pattern. I really think it's very pretty. She did not have florals, I don't recall, with this set, and I don't know. The thing that's nice about florals is it kind of gives you a background. I may try to pull in some alcohol ink swatches with this collection. But anyways, she has so many bucket lists. There's a fall one out, and she actually has both of them out. I'm so glad she did that too. So she kind of started the seasonal bucket list last year in 2024 with the fall version. And so she has a 2.0 version out for the 25 collection, but she did put both up so that you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want to use. And I really I'm truly thankful that she put both of them up because I didn't get last year's fall, so I picked up a few items for this year. But anyways, so this is the Giving Girl, if you are interested in picking up any of these seasonal items. This is the Pretty Pink Co. She is a Canadian shop owner. Very lovely. I also PR for this shop. This is my new freebie for like the fall PR team. I really love her grids and some of her ephemera. And then I kind of wanted to do some like letters for days of the week and add those on here. And then the speckles, I'm obsessed with speckles, and then the lines. This is Cass's freebie. This is my first set, first haul Happy Meal since since a new freebies have come out. So here's Cass's. Really love what she did. She usually likes to put a quote in, and then the bees makes perfect sense because she's sweet like honey plants. This is Jess's freebie from Luscious Plans. Love this and all the like butterflies and ephemera and florals. This one's in rose gold. Cassie's was in silver. Mine was in light gold. FYI. This one is Mariah's, really pretty Mariah, with the frames and butterflies and ephemera and some like letters, not letters, notebooks, kind of corners. And then last but not least is Jenny from Jenny and Her Plans freebie. Lots of fun deco elements and the clouds, and also she did the grids and a quote. Hers is in gold. And did I say hers is in Mariah's is in light gold? Is it light gold? Hold on, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I had to take it out of the lights. It is in light gold, and Jenny's is in the like traditional, more hot gold. Okay. These two are freebies that you can get. I don't know if these still are current freebies or more of summer freebies, but this one is foiled in silver, and then this one is not foiled, but I am moving it like it's foiled. Okay, so this was kind of a foiling, I don't want to say montage, but it's just like a restock of lots of things that I needed and or were going to need, so that is kind of what is happening here. All of this is on transparent matte, and it's all foil. I don't guess I need this because it's on transparent matte, but I will put this here. So I did a bullet journal spread. Hold on. Did a bullet journal spread in my March. For March, not in March. Well, in March, but for March. And there was like a mountain theme going on, Alps kind of. Anyway, so I added a lot of foiling mountains to them. So I kind of, I would say I ran out, but I definitely used up a lot. And then, so I didn't know if I also wanted to add more. So you'll see in this that I did pick up a lot of mountains in my foiling just to replenish what I had used, and then also to come back and like maybe re-add in some. So yeah, so that is kind of my plan with some of the stuff that you'll see. So here is this one. Lots of different mountains and some alpine trees. It's great for doing landscaping. Here is this one. I love creating scenes with some of these pieces. Just a great scene, or a great sheet. So this one is Mountain Deco, and then this one was a collab with Paper Crown Planner, and it is called Into the Wild, and you can pick these up in all the foil colors. I just was replenishing and wanting to add to mine, and it was already in gold. And then this one went with that actual collection. It's called Alpine Springs. She also had the fall like mountain one that also had a train in it that I thought this could go nicely with that one as well. So that's why I picked up another one of these sheets. And then this one is Autumn Sunset. Again, thinking either I could use it with that current collection or the other collection that is coming. I like that there's foiled scripts on these as well to add in, and then the deer with the sketch is so fun. Just her scenes, her foiled scenes, I love so much. Okay, this was also something I've been obsessed with using these in my daily journal. These are so good. I just like the variety on these pages and like how delicate they are. I am so obsessed with this page. I'm gonna do a little close-up. Maybe I'll do it in black so that you can see, but she does a really great job of foiling. Like, I love that one. So the foil of that one, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, like, so pretty. Okay, and then here, I'm gonna see, hopefully I can, sorry, that's my chair. My chair is so squeaky. I'm trying to get it so that you can see the foil. It's stunning. So anyways, these are some of my favorites, but I got it in gold. Like the hot warm gold. I don't know, people don't call it hot anymore. I think it's like traditional, and modern is the light gold. So here is it, silver. And then this is rose gold. And then I got it in the black. Okay, I love them so much. There's like some sheets where you're like, I wish I could have an infinite amount, and that is one of them for me. I had a tulip collection that I used, and I want to go back and add some stuff to using this. Like this whole thing, I think that was on Cass's freebie last time. It was so pretty, really stunning. And then I also like that we just associate tulips with windmills. I'm not mad about it. I think it's great because I think it's not wrong. So I love the sheet so much, in particular those corners. This was called Tulip Fields foiled sampler. And then these are for a collection that I picked up and I wanted to do in hollow. And it's the same sheet. It's Aurora Bliss, a deco sampler, and it has to do with Aurora, so I wanted to pick up and make sure that I had enough. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. I say sorry, but like also it's a household. So I wanted to pick up 2 to make sure that I had enough to do what I want to do with the Aurora. So that is what I picked up from the Pretty Pink Code this time. I know I have more coming. I'm constantly having an order in the mail coming my way from the Pretty Pink Code because she just has some amazing foiled items, and then she's been like rocking the kits. She has the Pretty Little Things too, which is a fun like mini collection that she's been coming out with. So that I've been loving for my daily journal. So yeah, I just love the Pretty Pink Co. And you can use Danny15 to save 15% off. This is Graceful Muse Paperie. I have picked up her Study Time 2.0 collection, and this was the journaling card that I got from her. I think this was part of her subscription. I think she normally makes extra copies and then ships them with regular orders. I do PR for this shop, and my freebie is this for now. She normally does like a 3 to 4 month PR team, so I'm assuming a fall one is coming soon. So this is my freebie for now. This is her all orders freebie. And then this one, I wasn't sure when I saw these, I wasn't sure if she normally gave out to. And they don't exactly go with the collection, but like some things could go, not the florals, but so just FYI. This I am planning on using in September in my daily journal. I thought this was such a fun like take on school, college. Yeah, so this is so fun. I love the vertical elements that she includes in her collections. Love a lot of the layering that she did, and then this like whiteboard that has the formulas on it is, sorry, I don't know if that was blurry, but hopefully you can see that. And then the world being foiled. She does an amazing job with her foiling and just some really great details. Love the alcohol ink and the formula within that. That's such a like, cool detail. Sorry, a really loud car is going by. This girl with her headphones and the leaves. Just beautiful. Here we have some illustrations number 3. So that was 1, 2, and this is the 3rd one. More great vertical options that she's giving you. The formula in the background. And then a few florals. This one is not cut out, but if you wanted to and needed more, you could probably cut those out. And what I'm noticing too is that they're different on each page. Wow, even that one's different too. Sorry, I'm just like mesmerized. So, sorry, what I am noticing is that this one has like this teal gray color here. And so I was wondering, I was like, oh, it makes sense that that would be different than this one. So then because this one has the purple and this one has the purple. So I figured these two might be the same, but no, those are even different themselves. So if you wanted to, you could cut them out too. Just saying. All right, so this was 3. 1 and 2. Then I got her a floral page. There's some individual pieces along with 8 bouquets. Here are the floral edges. There are 6 different edges. They're all different too, which I think is a really unique touch, because I feel like a lot of shops will just like repeat some. Here is corners, and there's 4 of them. Again, all unique corners. Here is the edges, or I'm sorry, floral washi, and it is cut down the middle. This is her foiled element page. I don't think she offers a lot of transparent matte, or like no transparent matte, in her shop. So this is, as far as I know, this is a new addition to her collections, is this foiled sheet. One thing, okay, cool. I was wondering if she cut out the middle of this one. So she did, which is really nice that you don't have that. But if you wanted it, you could. And then this, sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry to you. I'm saying sorry to myself, I guess. I'm trying to put this back down. Okay, sorry. And I can see this one's cut out there. I don't think all elements are cut out. Like this isn't cut out here. But it is a nice touch. Like this isn't cut out in the middle there. But if you wanted to, you could cut them out. But I like some of the equations that are plus sign. Just some fun little details. And then this is kind of the like washi, foiled washi sheet. This is one strip here. with the equations. Then there's the grid pattern, and then the script. This is in gold in case you didn't see that. And then here are the torn washi strips. Super interesting too, because I'm noticing that these are extended, like this one and this one. And then these are in between her like title and bottom, or her branding and her title, which, like, that's fine. I think it's really nice that she's offering you the longer extended in this version, which I appreciate. And then there's floral in the middle. Here is alcohol ink, or she calls them textured. And these are, it's like a really interesting color too, like the purple, teal, and like gray paired with the gold. And then I really do like how she pairs her washi, her terrible washi, with all the different kind of options. So you're getting like that purpley red color in the corners here. And even though there's like purple here, she paired underneath of it, she put the like gray white underneath, which is great. And then this one with the white flowers has that teal. And then all throughout are different patterns, like the grid lines or the scripts, the formula. So just really kind of fun, no matter where you're going to be tearing it. So that is the Study Time 2.0 collection. And you can use Danny 15. Sorry, I was going to say 10. I was like, no, that's not right. Danny 15 to save 15% off with Graceful Muse Paperie. This shop is Graceful Muse Paperie, and she is in Europe, so shipping, actually, I feel like her shipping is pretty like on point as far as like getting it to the United States. So if that's something that you are like, hey, and she has figured out some tariff stuff. I know, I think I talked about this in my last video, but the tariff thing I think has been, or at least I've talked about it on Instagram, it's been really hard on a lot of our shops. So still trying to support them while also keeping in mind with budgets. But these shop owners have done a really great job of trying to figure out some alternatives. So I just am sorry that they have to go through that. That's just hard for everybody, and it's like a lose-lose situation. But yeah. So here is Graceful Muse Paperie's journaling card, and she had a coffee theme for September for her mystery, and that I think is this is kind of a nod to that. And then her information is on the back. I do PR for Graceful Muse Paperie, and you can use Danny 15 to save 15% off. Here is my current freebie. I'm assuming we'll update soon, but yes, this is my current freebie. And I asked for Cass's freebie in this one. So this is hers, very like Mediterranean. And this was the freebie from Graceful Muse. I was just, looking at paper types. I think this one is transparent matte, Cass's. This one's washi paper, and then mine is on premium matte. So just the different paper types that she offers. I was just processing through that. Okay, this collection is called Sweater Kind of Weather. Sorry, I went through this on Instagram and I had a very hard time putting those words together, that combination of words. However, I do want to say that I am absolutely in love with this collection. It's so gorgeous. The sweater pattern that she includes in this throughout this whole collection is so gorgeous. So anyways, I'm very excited to show you guys this one. This is up in her shop now, and yeah, it's in gold foil. I did get it on washi paper. She, like, the detail, like, that's really cool. She puts this alcohol ink behind and this floral. I kind of wish this floral was cut out. That would be really cool, but I don't know with like cutting machines and stuff like that if that would be a possibility. But yeah, the film strip, some of the layering, pumpkins. Really love all of this. Okay, so that is illustrations number 1. Here is illustrations number 2. I love this. I love when shops also think about like vertical, because it's fun to do layering on the sides. Let me give you an example. I just recently did my September. I know I am very late in doing this haul, but I just did like a September spread with hers, and her September lineup. So I did like a vertical on the side, and then here's like another example of a vertical. I passed it. It's like I did a whole vertical here. So that's why I love when shops kind of think vertically as well as like horizontally. A lot of times we'll get horizontal items, but yeah, so those are fun. It's like a big stamp right there, and I love the coloring on that. It's gray, so the gold and gray is not a supernatural pairing, I don't feel like, but here is illustrations number 2, and it's not just illustrations. Oh, there's like another vertical element. Oh, that is super cute. Like the little girl's legs with the stocking, or I said stockings, but like socks, and then the foil and the florals. Snuggle season. Super, super pretty. And then this is large illustrations. As always, her foiling is just absolutely stunning. I love the lights here. I talked about this on Instagram, how Saucy Stickers Co. has lanterns in hers. So if you have those, you could use those and kind of tie it all together. Here is the alcohol ink. She calls them textures on her website. Here is the torn washi. I'm loving these as well. I think it took me a bit to figure out how to use them. I'll show you one of my favorite ways that I've used them recently. Again, going back to that September spread that I did, but I paired it with the Saucy Stickers Co. lace here, and I just love how that turned out. It's super pretty. And that would look really cool with foiling too. There's a couple different lace foilings out there. And this is a sneak, but here, a sneak, I mean, you're going to see it in a minute. You could pair it with this washi here, and that would be cool to like overlay that. Okay, so that's the washi. And then here's a torn paper washi. Love that grid pattern. And I know I talk about this all the time, but just loving how, one, the size is a great size, because I think you get enough to do whatever you need to for your spreads that you're doing, but it's not like a full sheet, like a big sheet. So it's just like a good size, and I love the different patterns because you can pick and choose what you want depending upon the colors that you're working with. Here is the foiled sheet, and I picked up 2 of them. I'll just show you one right now, but I did pick up 2 of them mainly because of this here. She did put a poll up on her Instagram asking if people would want a full sheet of this. So like this being this pattern, the whole thing. And I hope, I don't know what the outcome was, I need to ask her, but I'm hoping the outcome is that she comes out with a full sheet, because I would love it so much. This design pattern, like there are some shops that have this pattern out, like a sweater pattern out there, but the imperfections in this, I feel like, okay, like I have a really old sweater on, and so don't like, anyways, but like it's imperfect, right? Like it's not all neat. So I don't know, I really like that one. Okay, there's the other one, same as the other. Oh, and then the grid pattern I like too. And then this, sorry, I should have, I was so excited about my sweater. This is just one sheet, so you can lay it over top of something else or just use it as one. It's not individually cut out leaves, so just FYI. And then here is the floral washi, not foiled, but it is cut down the middle. And they are two different kinds of, oh no, I think they're mirror imaged. So yeah, just know that. So like this, it matches, like they're the same. So it's just mirror image. Not mirrored, they're rotated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Not mirrored, rotated. Here are the corners. And this is a nice long one too, and then this one's kind of bold. This one seems a little bit long, but also shorter than this one. I don't know, I guess maybe they're about the same. For some reason, this one looks so long. Somehow I got two of these. I don't know exactly what I was thinking. Or maybe that was an accident. But I did get two of those. And then here is the foiled sheet. She is currently only offering these on washi paper. I think if she offered it in transparent matte, I would probably pick it up on transparent matte, just so that like when you're laying this over top of something else, the washi paper doesn't see through as much. However, one thing about her washi paper that I've noticed is that it seems to blend a little bit more than other washi paper that I've seen. I'm not sure what it is because it seems very similar to a lot of the other washi papers. So anyways, something else that sometimes I'll do too is I'll cut out so that it's like I'll use my X-Acto knife to cut so that you can see through a little bit more. But I don't know, I have not done it with this kind of thing before. So what I mean is I know I keep going back to the spread. I'm sorry, because it's like fresh in my mind. This here, that 9, like in the middle there, this space all up in here. Let me center it more. Sorry. This space all up in here, I use my X-Acto knife to cut that out so that you couldn't see, like it wouldn't be as opaque. So for instance, over here, I didn't cut that out, so you can see how it's not as see-through as transparent that would be. So just the difference, it would have been really hard to cut along there and make it so that it was cohesive. So anyway, so that's just maybe a me thing and not an everybody thing, which is totally fair. So we'll just see what kind of mood I'm in. But the textures on that sweater and like on these are all like super amazing, that you can get that foiled and you can just see the texture. It's crazy. All right, these are floral edges. Straight up just 6 edges, all different. And then here is the bouquet. And it has a little bit of like gold flecks on them and some individual pieces. So excited to use this. I think I might use it in September, but I may. I feel like my whole October is going to be all like spooky-ish kind of things, but yeah. So we'll see, because there's been so many good spooky stuff out. But so yeah, I'm thinking maybe late September I'm going to use this as a transition into October. But yeah, anyways, so this is Graceful Muse Paperie. If you are interested, please put Danny 15 in to save yourself 15% on these. And yeah. All right, last we have Dash of Sun. I have 2 orders in from her as well. And this is her envelope, this nice sunny envelope. And this is her summer card. I say summer because I think I've also seen it in, like she'll change it up. So, but it's also been in for the like fall stuff too. So maybe it's not exactly summer, but it has all of her information on it. And I'm gonna go over like the summer stuff first. And this was from one of her sales because there's a bunch of freebies and stuff in it, like stackable freebies. And then this was a fall release that I picked up. So, and this collection is, or this haul is very both fall and summer, like end of summer stuff that I picked up. So just kind of encompasses all of that. All right, this is my freebie currently. I love this one so much with the outlines and whatnot. Okay, so this was a tiered freebie situation, and this was the all order freebie. And I really love when shops kind of do a, out of frame. I really like when shops do one that kind of like creates a whole like a collection, a theme. So this goes with the rest, and you'll see in a second. So this was the all orders one, and then this one was the Power Hour freebie. So if you got it during the Power Hour, you got the, I call these like the ransom note ones, but also I've heard people call them the slam book from Mean Girls. Here is the $50 one, which I thought this one was such a cute idea with the frame on the outside. So you can put like pictures underneath or write a list down. So I thought that was a really cute idea that she came up with. And then this was the $75 freebie. So as you can see, it goes with that first freebie and the last one that I just showed you. But so you're creating like a whole fun collection. And then this one is gorgeous. This one is $100 where it's foiled. This is so beautiful. And then this is a really cool one. This is a $125 one. So this is like torn paper washi here, but then also you're getting the foiled floral strips. Like what a fun, like lush freebie, I feel like. Chelsea is so like, I don't know, very creative. Okay, so this is a really gorgeous collection. I love this collection a lot. I'll go over the foiled bits first. So here is the Summer Sunset foil quotes, and I say this often with the paper trail plan stuff that I normally do get the quote page in all the foil colors because you can use them in whatever spread that you're using, not just the one that it goes with. So lots of different fun quotes. And the other thing that I appreciate that both Paper Trail Plans and Chelsea does is that they include deco within it, so they're covering all the spaces. So really, really pretty. Next is this gorgeous scene. Super, super pretty. So this is one sticker here, and then you're getting this one here with a few little ones. Her son, I love her son. She has a whole sheet of that if you were interested. And then these little bits here, but I got them in all the foil colors. So fun. Okay, now on to the collection. I did pick it up in washi paper. This is the composition. This does come in gold. I think it is light gold too. It's really pretty. Actually thinking of pairing this with a Pretty Pink Co collection. Both of them are like sunset related. However, the difference is that this collection is a little bit more purpley and the other collection is a little bit more pink. So I'm interested to see how I can maybe work them together. It might just be like deco elements that I'm intertwining between the two. So we'll have to see once I get the other collection if they go as I'm thinking they might go. So anyways, I love that shell in the background. these lanterns. Gorgeous. I love the little purple in the palm tree as well. And this is a small composition that is really pretty. And her swirl, it's always so fun. I love how she foiled that umbrella. But I forget what that kind of like thatching. That's like on a roof, not on an umbrella. But you might get the idea. But I love how she foiled that in that chair. And then we have the scenes that are also foiled. It's really, really fun. Love the fire on the beach. This is stamps and frames. There's like a tie-dyed sheet coming up, and I think that is like literally so fun. I don't mention this almost every time, but she is super fabulous about cutting out the middles so that even this like little bit right here is cut out. Like all of that is, she's so good at it. I really appreciate when shops pay attention to that like extra little detail. So, because usually I want to do it myself if they haven't done it, and so it saves me so much time because it is something that is a preference of mine. So this is cut out in the middle here, and then even, I'm pretty sure I saw this, yep, these are cut out here. So just like creating a little extra detail that you can either put something, like weave something through, and it just, I don't know, makes layering way more fun, in my opinion. And this is cut out here. Just trying to give you guys that visual of like how much she pays attention to those details of what she's doing. Really, really gorgeous. And is that, oh, that's a bird, a toucan? That's fun. Oh, and her doilies, I have really, really been obsessing over her doilies. And wanting her to come out with a foiled version. Here are her corners. And you're getting 8 different corners. Some are a little bit smaller than others, but you're getting at least like 4 big ones and then some smaller ones. So it's a good variety, and then individual pieces. And on top of that, it's foiled. So apparently this one like snuck out, but here are the bouquets and edges. So you're getting 4 edges and some bouquets down the middle. Here is the floral page. I love the little van, Volkswagen van. And here is the washi sampler. She's like always to the nines with all of her washi options, and I kind of love it. And in addition to that, it's extended washi, so you know I am on board for that. This here is my favorite one. That is so pretty. And then here's that tie-dye that I was talking about. Isn't that like so fun? It is so fun. And I love that she accentuated more of the yellow and not the purple, because there's a lot of purple in the kit, so this will make it like stand out more. And then there is like a wash, and my favorites, doing it in different colors. So that's my chair. Okay, and then this, like that, is so pretty. And the top of the bikini there, This is stunning. This is a full bar page, and that is one thing that's really cool about Chelsea's shop is that you can pick things up a la carte. So you could just pick up this to go with whatever collection, or like the full boxes if you want to go with your like whatever collection you get. If you are normally somebody that likes the deco collection, I mean. So that was my first order. My second order is when I put in for this fall collection. All right, here's my freebie again, in case you forgot. And then this was the fall, thank you, freebie. Okay, so, because I like found my love for the doilies, and I have a lovely idea that is based off of something else that I did in my bullet journal. So I did this design, and I had to pull in some of Paper Trail Pan's doilies from their shop, which isn't a problem. I just wanted to do it on both sides, and I couldn't do it on both sides, and I have a vision for something else that I want to do. So I definitely picked up multiple because I am going to use her doilies, or her doilies, there was a summer collection that she had called Splash and Sizzle, and that's what these are from, and I am going to use that collection for May, July, and so I wanted to pick up more of these so that I can pull them in to hopefully complete my vision. So that is for the other collection that I got. And then this collection is a fall collection, and it is called Falling Leaves. So well named because this box right here. And I just love that one so much. It's like you're laying on the ground, looking up as the leaves are falling. Stunning. The colors in this one, gorgeous. The like dark red or burgundy, maroon, this like green color, and the yellows. I just really love these colors for September. Or even maybe November. So it says, meet me under the falling leaves. There's this cute dog here with the bike and some more falling leaves. A shed in the back with a rake and a leaf pile. This swing in the front with some wind-blown leaves and the guitar. This girl with that foiled scarf. It's really, really pretty. And this one of the kitchen, and just some of the foiling details like the knobs and the drawer handles. Really fun. And then the different florals that are foiled. She also includes this like white wooden wash background, but it has some like blue greens in it, and now that's kind of throughout, but if you are interested in this picking up afterwards and maybe have a whitewash, you can pull that in without necessarily having to purchase some of the others, just like save some money. But if you want to match, then you go with your heart, whatever you want. Here is the composition and the foiling on this with the background. I love. And the layering on this one, I love fall most of all. So pretty. Here is the deco page. Lots of little deco pieces. And then two girls and the fireplace. These houses, or row of houses, I like really, really, really like. That throw on the window seat with the curtains is really cool. Just a fun fall collection, I think. Again, all these things like being cut out is some of my favorite. And notice also too that's like this one is so different than the other one. This is not cut out here because she put some, I don't know if it's even picking up, but there's like this faint, like leaf behind there that is of that teal color. So that part is not cut out, but this is, I don't know if anybody else sticks their like stuff on their side. Sometimes when I'm like holding onto a sticker and I'm like, I'm not ready to use you yet, but I still need my fingers. I'll like put it on my skin. I remember when I first started, that was so like, I was like, no, because then I'm gonna ruin the sticker and it's gonna be not sticky. And now that like I am however many years into this, not a fear of mine. So anyways, but here is like a compilation of different images on top of a stamp. And then that one down here, I just like that she varies it and it's not the same from kit to kit or collection to collection. Here is bouquet and edges. Usually you get 4 edges and then 4 bouquets. I picked up 2 of these. Wondering if I was thinking about doing this collection for September in my bullet journal. That might be a distinct possibility because that's why I picked up more than one floral set. Processing through my thought process. Here are 2 doilies. I found it very interesting she didn't pull in any of the burgundy in this. Not that I like mad about it, I just was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, I guess she does normally pick in 3. Hold on, no, there's 4 in this one. I was just processing through. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 in that one. Sorry, you really like seeing my thought process here. I love her doilies. Here are corners. And this is the washi bottom. And there's some more of that like wood with some of the like blue and teal. Okay, so everything so far has been on washi paper. This is the first thing that I've gotten on transparent mat. I think I've said it so many times. Usually I get alcohol ink on transparent mat. Here is the torn washi paper background with a lot of that blue. That blue. And then this one's really cool because it has the like fall shadow behind it. I don't know what to call it. Like ephemera-esque with the script. So that's really, really pretty. And then this is another washi, but this is like the sampler. And these are all cut out in the middle here, which is lovely. And you get 2 floral strips and then some more of that wooden. This is the like large deco, and those are cut out there. Love that stack of books too. I don't know, let me know in the comments below what month you'd use this for. I am kind of omitting October just because I love using Halloween kits for October. And there's been so many good ones this year. So keep that in mind when I say this. So basically we're down to like September or November. I'm leaning a little bit more towards September. All right, this, I need to figure this out in my life too, because this, I love these so much. These are alcohol ink swatches that are foiled, and these are her fall collection. So I have used a couple of them already in my collections, or in my life. You can see that I use them here. This one's silver. And I just think it's a really cool, fun pop of color. Or pop of foil and color. So it kind of just adds both in that space. They're really kind of fun to add. And then I was very excited that she put up a fall colorway. I did only pick it up in gold as of right now. I'm hoping to go back and pick it up in all the other foil colors. So I will go through each one individually so you can see, but she does have them in rose gold and in silver, so just FYI. All right, so the first one we have is Acorn. Next is Latte. It's like a lighter tan color. The next one is Pumpkin. Is pretty, like, I don't want to say like neutral orange color, but here's what I'm going to say. These are all on washi paper, by the way, and that's the only one that you can pick it up on because you cannot color and foil transparent matte. Like, you can do one or the other. You can't do both. And that's what makes washi paper very special in this case. But what I was going to say is that like this one over here is like a lighter orange, where this one down here is like a darker orange because of the way that the alcohol ink is. And then you have some like this where it's like darker here but lighter over here. So that's kind of a neat thing about a lot of these alcohol ink swatches, is that you're kind of getting, like, that's darker, that one's lighter. So you're getting, while it is one color, it's also like different saturation. So if you need a lighter orange, you could probably pull that one in. If you need a darker orange, you can pull that one in. Not that it's gonna like match exactly, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then this one is Sage. That's what's really cool. Merlot. This one is Rain. This one is Storm. And then this one is Night, which I think is cool for like Halloween and stuff. Not that it just has to be Halloween, but like, I'm glad that she included a dark black color for fall. Okay, so that is what I got from Dash of Sun. I do have another order, maybe two, on the way. She's in Canada, and I really love supporting Chelsea. She's so creative and comes up with some really fun ideas. So if you are interested, you can use Danny10 to save 10% off. And you put my name in the notes to the seller to get my freebie. And yeah, that's going to do it for me for this haul. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. Here are some other videos you can watch. Hope you enjoy.